Hello everyone, welcome back to another brand new episode of Let's Talk Sports. We are almost there in the IPL series. This is the penultimate video for the penultimate team and we are talking about Gujarat Titans in this episode. So as is the format of the episode that we usually do, we will talk about the Gujarat Titans lineup as we speak and we will talk about the various permutations, combinations available to the Gujarat Titans management as they go along the season. The huge news obviously is that Hardik Pandya is not there any longer with this franchise. But I think another bigger news or big news is that Mohammad Shami, another mainstay of this Gujarat Titans lineup, will also be missing from their ranks this year. So with these two absences, how does the new captain Shubman Gill rally around his players? I think that is the big question. Without further ado, let's start with the lineup and go through them one by one. I think the opening slot, the captain picks himself, Shubman Gill. Again, plenty of promise, Prince of Indian cricket. Let's see what he has to offer as the captaincy choice. I think not only Gujarat Titans or their fans, the whole of India would be looking forward to this IPL season with bated breath, waiting to see how Shubman Gill, the captain, performs. He is there in almost every other format for the Indian team. So he is definitely one of the contenders for the captaincy of the Indian national cricket team. I think Rohit is doing it for the time being, but Rohit is obviously aging towards the fag end of the career. So huge opportunity for Shubman Gill and we are waiting to see how he does. From a batting front, obviously in good form, he just needs to ensure that the captaincy doesn't bog him down. He needs to play his own natural game. I think Shubman Gill, the captain, would want Shubman Gill, the batsman, to power his way through to another 800-run season. I think that is what he would tell Shubman Gill, the player or batsman in the team. Who should partner with him? I think they have got fairly good amount of success with Wriddhiman Saha and I don't see any reason to discontinue that. They tried their luck with Robin Mintz. They picked up in the mini auction, but Robin Mintz unfortunately been ruled out for the season due to an injury. I think Wriddhiman continues. I think the only concern is that although Wriddhiman is playing a lot of Ranji Trophy cricket, but obviously he's aging and things like that. So maybe the reflexes are a little more slower and those issues. But if those are getting ironed out in the nets, I think all good. Number three, this time they would hope that Kane Williamson plays a longer part in their season campaign, right? Last year was very unfortunate. He got injured in the first match itself. But this year they would be hoping that Kane is fit and Kane provides the much needed experience in a rather inexperienced lineup. Shubman Gill will be looking to go up to Kane for inputs on captaincy or otherwise during the field and that should be a huge boost for Shubman Gill, the new captain. Number 4, I think there's a toss-up. I absolutely love Sai Sudarshan. I think he is a brilliant player, technically absolutely perfect and things. But this place, I don't know how fit Sai Sudarshan is for the number 4 slot. And hence, my option for Sai Sudarshan is Vijay Shankar, who can contribute with the bowl as well. So I think that is what probably might tilt it in Vijay Shankar's favor. But Sai Sudarshan is a very good batsman and probably difficult to let him go. I do not know if Gujarat Titans can somewhere slot in a keeper batsman. Maybe Sai Sudarshan, they can slot him at the opening slot as well instead of Wriddhiman. But they need to find a way to get Sai Sudarshan in. But at the moment, I think it's 50-50 between Sai and Vijay. One of them gets a shoe in and we will see who. Number 5 is one of their more solid picks or more consistent picks. David Miller has been phenomenal for them over the last 2 years and I think he is absolutely a no-brainer. Number 6 I think is the new man. So they have roped in multiple players to replace a huge Hardik Pandya sized hole. We do not know what will click and what will not, but Shah Rukh Khan is one of those players brought in, keeping in mind the role Hardik Pandya used to play. Now, Shah Rukh Khan did not bowl a lot in the previous IPL campaigns, but maybe he will get a chance because when he came into the scene, when he burst into the scene, he was known more as a pace bowling all-rounder. But irrespective of that, I think his hard-hitting abilities is something that Gujarat will try to make use of. And that is why I think Shah Rukh Khan fits in perfectly in that 6th round. Number 7, their magic man. I think Rahul Tewatia has won Gujarat single-handedly 4 to 5 matches at the very death or end of the match. And I think Nehra would just say that you keep continuing what you were doing in the last 2 seasons. And I also think that now that Hardik is gone, maybe Shubman Gill will look to utilize Rahul Tewatia, the bowler, as well. So he would be, and he used to bowl a lot from his Rajasthan Royals days, right? So he is a capable bowler, and I think the team management should look to use him more at the bowling option. Number 8, the man from Afghanistan, Rashid Khan. And he is again an obvious choice. I initially thought because their vice captain was Rashid, I had thought that maybe they would hand over the captaincy to Rashid. But nonetheless, I think Rashid is a very prominent figure in that lineup and would have a very huge role to play if Gujarat are to have a successful season. Number 9, I think, is again a toss-up, this time an overseas one, and it is one of Spencer Johnson or Noor Ahmed. So I think this would primarily depend on the conditions. If it's a seeming pacer-friendly track, I think Spencer Johnson gets a shoe in. They hired Spencer Johnson for a lot of money, and I think he's a favorite because he's also a left armer and must have been Nehra's choice. But Noor Ahmed showed what he's capable of last season. So would be a tough call, and I think most likely a conditions-based call. Number 10, the Willie Umesh Yadav. So he is again coming back. He spent a couple of years in Kolkata Knight Riders, did very well in one of the seasons, and now he's teaming back with his old friend Ashish Nehra and has the chance to again show the world that what he is still capable of. Number 11, the man from the last year, I think their man with the golden arm, Mohit Sharma, did brilliantly last year. Fascinating story how he bowled in the nets for the first year in Gujarat Titans, then burst into the first team in the second year, and now the toughest job, continue what he had done last year. So I think Mohit Sharma would find it more difficult, but we will see how it goes. If this is the team, I think another bowling impact comes in, and I think it's one of either Jayant Yadav, Sai Kishore, or any of these players, right? Or there's another pace option at Kartik Tyagi. So one of these players would probably come in and say that, okay, who gets chips in with the bowling. Overseas options. So if I look at the overseas options, I think one obviously is Matthew Wade. I think the challenge is that if you have to slot in Matthew Wade, you have to leave Kane out. I think they would be wary of doing that at least at the beginning of the season, till at least Shubman settles down as a captain. I think that's not happening, and Wade, I think, also misses the first few matches due to the Australian domestic final. The other one is the Afghani Hardik Pandya, which they are billing as. So it's Omar Zai, again, probably raw prospect, needs to be nurtured, but good backup nonetheless. And the other one is Joshua Little, whom we haven't talked about. Little did whatever he could in the limited opportunities he got last year, but I think this time, at least with the presence of Spencer Johnson, he is a backup or starts as a backup in the early part of the season. So that's about it. Thank you for watching, and we will be back shortly with the last team. I think Mumbai Indians is the one that we are left with. But till then, do keep watching, and please do like, share and subscribe so that we can reach out to a wider audience.